How is it going, everybody? This is Prodigy's Mind. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. This video is going to be so much beneficial for you if you are planning to get started in ethical hacking or cybersecurity. We're going to keep this video as short as possible with consideration of providing you all the details that will help you as a beginner or someone who wants to make a career in getting started with ethical hacking or cybersecurity. Please watch the complete video for better understanding. We're not just going to cover theoretical aspects, but we will also see some beginner stuff such as brief introduction of cybersecurity, types of hackers, importance of cybersecurity, different career opportunities in cybersecurity, installing virtual machine monitor, Kali Linux virtual machine, Metasploitable, and so much more. We will also cover some helpful resources that will help you in learning about different topics. Timestamps and all the resources shared in this video can be accessed from the description box below. Before starting this video, I want you to know that I make videos related to cybersecurity and programming. If you like, you can subscribe to this channel and press the notification icon so you will be notified at earliest when a new video will be uploaded. Now, without wasting any time, let's just get started. Hackers. Let me ask you one thing. What does hacking mean to you? Like, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the term hacking or hackers? If you're not from the computer science background, there are a high possibility that you may have misunderstood the term hacking. Let me guess. You consider hacking as some illegal activity done by cyber criminals having financial or political or some other motives. You're not new if you think this way. Majority of folks thinks the same way. The actual meaning of the term hack is to find a smart solution of some problem. In computer science, hacking is finding solution of some programmatical problem, like implementing of new ideas into code in order to develop something that can solve a real-life problem. In security scope, the term hacking means to own a computer system. It can be done having both motives, i.e. for illegal purposes, which is done by cyber criminals, or more specifically black hat hackers, and for legal purposes, which are done by ethical hackers or penetration testers having good intention and with proper permissions from the owners of the target computer system, which is done for finding flaws, loopholes, or vulnerabilities in a computer system, so it can be fixed before some bad guy can abuse it and gain control of the system. The term computer system here is used for any computer device such as smart TVs, desktop, laptops, mobile phones, server, IoT devices, networking devices. You get the idea, right? So what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a thriving field of computer science with a motive of fighting against cyber threats, in which we learn about security for implementing preventive measures to safeguard computers from cyber attacks. Don't get me wrong here. In cybersecurity, we also learn offensive methodologies, but all of that falls under preventive measures basically, because it is done to protect computer devices from threats that can harm a system. In today's world of technology, where everything is virtually connected with each other, whether it is your mobile phone, laptop, or any other network device, cybersecurity plays a very important role in our lives. Let's imagine your favorite e-commerce website got hacked and all your personal details, including bank account information, is with the bad guys. You can understand the danger here, how it can be used, and how much harm it can cause to you. In cybersecurity, we focus on these situations and how we can protect a business or organization from these unfortunate events. We learn not only about how we can implement better security mechanism to protect a computer system or data from being attacked, but we also learn how we can still protect data even if it falls into the wrong hand. Let's imagine the same scenario. Your favorite e-commerce website has been compromised and all the associated data with your account is with the cyber criminals. But if that application had encrypted user-sensitive information, then it can still protect you and other users, as in this situation, all the data would be gibberish to the attacker as long as they don't have the decryption key or they are unable to crack the encryption. Anyways, let's keep it simple and move towards our next topic. By the way, if you are curious about learning how encryption works, you can watch my other video. I will include the link below and also in the information button at the upper right corner. So, in simple words, in cybersecurity, basically we work for the betterment of these three things, also known as CIA Triad, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Let's have a brief overview of these three things. Let's take a simple analogy to understand all of these things in a better way. Let's suppose you sent a letter to your friend. Confidentiality is about keeping the privacy. In this analogy, if you send the letter to your friend, then confidentiality is about only your friend is supposed to read the letter, but no other person. Integrity is about if you send the letter, then it should reach to your friend in its original form, free from any alteration or fabrication. Means not like someone else opened the letter after you sent it and added or removed some stuff to or from it. Availability has to do with if you send the letter to your friend, then postal services must be available to help the letter reach the destination. If you're not clear about this, don't worry, let's discuss it with more realistic and relevant example. So confidentiality is about you sent a message to your friend on Facebook, Instagram, or any other chatting application, then only your friend will be able to read it but no other person. This is implemented using encryption techniques, and study of these types of stuff comes under cryptography, where the sending party encrypt the data and receiving party decrypt the data at the backend level. Now, in case even if an attacker managed to intercept your message while it was moving from one network to another, he won't be able to decrypt it as it is in ciphertext form. So that's how confidentiality is maintained. Encryption is used in all secure application at backend level without a user doing encrypt-decrypt back and forth manually. Integrity is about you sent a message to your friend and some attacker intercepted it, but because of integrity he is unable to make modification to it, or even if he has managed to add or remove data to it, when your friend will get the message, due to integrity check, he will be notified that it is not the same message which was sent by you. So it's like checking the authenticity of the data. Availability is about if you sent a message to your friend on Facebook, Instagram, or some other application, then these chatting applications or services must be available for you and the friend to use the service. So like keeping the services running in case of unfortunate events, such as if one server crashes, then some backup or alternative server can be used in order to prevent loss or service disruption comes under availability. In cybersecurity, there are several subdomains or categories such as network security, which deals with the security of network devices and protect the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of computer networks. Application security, which is about security testing of different features such as authentication, authorization, cryptographic loopholes, or other flaws at the application level. For example, mobile app security, web application security, etc. Now let's discuss about different types of hackers. So mainly hackers are of three types, but they can be classified into several other categories based on their motivations. But let's discuss three main types of hackers. Black hat hackers. These are the bad guys. Black hat hackers possess great knowledge about computers and use their knowledge for financial gains. They go around attacking organizations or individuals without their consent or permission to fulfill their financial motives. For example, attacking and compromising data which they are not authorized to and using it to make money. Then we have white hat hackers, or aka the good guys, or ethical hackers. These types of hackers are hired by organizations to work for them in order to detect vulnerabilities in a computer system such as web application, computer networks, mobile applications, so they can be fixed or secured before a black hat hacker can exploit these loopholes. The motivation for white hat hackers is to make internet more secure by finding vulnerabilities in a system they are authorized and have proper permission for. Third type of hackers falls in between the motivation of white hat hackers and black hat hackers, known as gray hat hackers, hence their name. For them, they don't need anyone's permission to find vulnerabilities in a computer system, but they do it for the good cause. For example, attacking a web application and finding loopholes in it by exploiting which a black hat hacker can cause harm to the organization the application belongs to. After detecting the vulnerabilities, they notify the owners about it. Sometimes it can be just for nothing, or sometimes they may ask for a reward. Basically, it depends on the motivation. Now let's have a look on some career opportunities in cybersecurity. Then we will discuss how to install Kali Linux and other things. Before moving towards the next section of this video, which is installation of Kali Linux operating system, I want you to know that in case if you find any difficulty in these processes, please feel free to ask or share your queries in the comment box down below, and I will make sure to help you with those issues. So what is a hypervisor? A hypervisor is a computer software also known as virtual machine monitor, which allows users to use secondary operating system in it in a separate environment. In plain English, it is like a software which allows a user to install and use different operating system like an application on top of the main operating system. There are two types of hypervisors. There are type 1 hypervisor and type 2 hypervisor. In this video, we're going to see how to install VirtualBox hypervisor. There are several other hypervisor, for example, VMware, Oracle VirtualBox. You can choose any other, but my personal choice is Oracle VirtualBox as far as this video is concerned, because I find it more efficient and beginner friendly in managing different virtual machines. By the way, a virtual machine is an operating system installed in a hypervisor. It is also known as guest operating system. Host machine, on the other hand, is the actual or main operating system in which you're going to install VirtualBox. For example, if you are using Windows operating system now, then after installing Oracle VirtualBox and Kali Linux operating system, Windows operating system will be the host machine for you, VirtualBox will be the virtual machine monitor or hypervisor for you, and Kali Linux will be the guest operating system. Now for installing Oracle VirtualBox, let's go to the official website. All the links are also in the description box below. You can directly copy paste from there. After accessing the official web page, you will see an interface similar to this. Just choose the correct version, whichever is suitable for you. Click on download. After downloading, double click on the downloaded file. It will ask you about the installation location and other preferences. Once you are done with all that, open the VirtualBox and you will see something similar to this. Now let's leave it like this and install Kali Linux virtual machine. For downloading Kali Linux operating system, go to this official website and download the compatible version of it. It will take some time in downloading based on your internet speed. Once it has been downloaded, you will be required to download 7-zip application in order to extract the compressed files. However, if you have it already installed or some other application that can do the work for you, you may skip this part, but for others, I'm going to show how it can be done. So download the file from here and install it. After that, go to the directory where Kali Linux compressed file is and extract the file using 7-zip software. Once it's done, open VirtualBox and click on New tab. Type the name and choose the folder. Use existing option and select this file which we extracted earlier. After importing it, you will see something similar to this. This snapshot tab here is like backup of the current state and can be used to save the current state or restore to the previous state when you take in the snapshot. You can take as many snapshots as you want, but I would prefer not to use more than 3-4 as it takes space in your hard disk. We will discuss other features of VirtualBox in the next video, but for now let's start the Kali Linux virtual machine. It will ask for the user's credentials. If you use the same steps shown in this video, the user's credentials for you would be Kali, otherwise it would be the one you used at the time of installation. Once Kali Linux is started running, you will see something like this. Let me show you some common things. So from here you can open terminal. From here you can access different applications like Windows tab in Windows operating system. In the beginning, you're gonna hate working on terminal, but once you will get familiar, you will love it. So if you find it complicated, don't worry about it. Try to learn things step by step. It will take some time, but eventually you will get there. By the way, there are several books for beginners on ethical hacking or cybersecurity. I will show you some of them that I find you will be highly benefited from are Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics by Anas Zakir. This is one of the best books for beginners on basis of the information and content that I find in it. In this book, the author has explained different topics from setting up your own cybersecurity lab, different programming languages and tools to digital forensics. This book is for the complete beginners where different topics are covered from the beginning level to the next level. I will include the Amazon link of this book and the other books we will discuss in a bit in the description box below. You can also check the ebook version of this book, which is very cheap. The other one is Hacking the Art of Exploitation by John Erickson. This book is also very good, but if you are a complete noob, then it can be a little complicated for you. Otherwise, it's a great book, a great read, and definitely one of the best books in the discussed subject. The other one is Hacking Beginner's Guide to Computer Hacking by John Stark. This is also a good read for beginners, but in comparison to the other two books we just discussed, the information provided in this book is far too less. I've included links to all these three books in the description box below. The books shared in this video are my honest reviews based on their content for beginners only. This is not for promotion or any other thing. You can read any book you want. Anyways, let's get going. There is a VM known as Metasploitable Virtual Machine. It is created by Rapid7 team, which is intentionally vulnerable Linux virtual machine to conduct security training and practice common penetration testing methodologies. So basically, this will help you in practicing your skills by finding, detecting, and attacking vulnerabilities in this virtual machine. You can use this VM to practice network security testing, application security, database security, etc. In order to download this virtual machine, go to the official website, fill this form and download it. Or you can simply download from this link. After downloading, extract the zip file and open VirtualBox. Click on New, then enter the same thing as mentioned here. Then give RAM according to the need. I think 500 to 600 MB would be enough. Do the same steps as shown here. After successful import, hit the Start button. You will see an interface similar to this. The credentials for this are MSF admin, MSF admin. In case if you have any query, feel free to ask in the comment box below. Now let's discuss different things that you should know before getting started. You can use the Kali Linux from now on, but if your motive is to become an ethical hacker, then there are some stuff that you should learn before digging any deeper in ethical hacking. It's not a hard rule to learn these prerequisites. You can start ethical hacking right away using tools. But if you listen to my advice, then if you go with this way, you will end up as a script kiddie and you will have no knowledge. First thing is to learn basic bash commands such as ls, change directory, how to update, upgrade Linux operating system, creating users or groups, file permissions, some basic stuff. Python and C are always good to start with for people having no prior programming knowledge. Also, these two languages are some of the most used languages used by cybersecurity professionals. You can start with Python or C, it depends on you. Python would be much simpler, but if you choose C, then other programming languages would become very easy to understand after that. There are several resources. I will give the link in the description box below, but W3 School, I think, is one of the best websites to learn programming for beginners. After learning Python or C, have some basic knowledge about bash scripting. Bash is a scripting language used in Kali Linux and other Linux operating systems terminal. After that, learn about networking. Again, the resources link can be found in the description box below. Then have some knowledge about cryptography and steganography. After learning cryptography, you can then learn application security or network security or any other type of security. Along with all that learning, famous tools such as Metasploit framework, Nmap, Wireshark, Burpsuit would be very good, as it will give you a better understanding on how things work. Please don't use tools just to bypass the learning, but use them in a way to benefit you in understanding the logic behind different features provided by them. So in future, you will be able to create your own tools. Once you are done with all the above things, then the sky is the limit after that. You can enhance your skills in application security or reverse engineering or in network security, totally based upon your interest and what you find fun doing. Let's discuss one last thing which can help you a lot as a beginner, or even if you have intermediate knowledge in cybersecurity or just wants to enhance your skills. CDF, shorts for capture the flag. It is a challenge or a competition where the player has to find the flag by detecting and exploiting different vulnerabilities in a computer system. Mostly CDFs are not close to real life situations, but more like challenges, but still it can always help you enhancing your skills. There are several CDF programs. My two favorites are TryHackMe and HackTheBox. Both companies are dedicated to CDF challenges. You can play their CDF for free, also known as Room, on these platforms. But obviously, if you are a premium user, you will get additional benefits on these platforms, such as high connection speed, access to premium rooms for subscribed user, etc. There are several free CDF programs also that you can find from a simple Google search. I will also include the link of those. That's all for today's video. If you have enjoyed the video and find it informative, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet. We'll meet you again with another cybersecurity or programming related content. Till then, take care and goodbye.